Hi there. Do you remember me? Do you know where Harold is? Have you seen Harold? Do you remember that I painted him? I wanted to show him the painting. I gave him my stuff so he could get in contact with me, but I haven't seen him back out here. Huh?
I haven't seen him in a while.
Okay. If I ever saw him, then
anything like in about a year.
I can email or text it to him. This is like 7 foot tall too. It's big. Get kind of close to your dad. Get like right here. Cause this is your dad, or that's your dad? Yeah, I love. Now I see it. That's so good. Yeah, come right here. I want you close to this middle one.
Pop said you're going crazy, so.
Will you put this leg in a little bit? Yeah. I'm just thinking about my canvas. Yeah, that's perfect. Look.
Oh yeah, that's love.
The summer between my first and second year at Yale, I was awarded a grant to get $10,000 and to go to Gloucester, Massachusetts to do landscape painting. During that time, there was the acquittal of the murder of Trayvon Martin. Gloucester is a very white place, as in I was probably the only brown person for miles. So like there was a sense of isolation that I was sort of feeling around that experience.
Well, I'll get a bit more.
I remember having a phone conversation with my twin brother. My twin was describing being in a convenience store and somebody was following him, and he was kind of like going on this rant like, you know, people follow me like I'm a threat, but they don't even know that I'm a father and I'm like trying to get my shit together and they don't know anything about me. I'm just the one who's like gonna steal something or whatever. I think I felt at that time that I needed to go back to Yale and do work outside of landscapes, that I needed to find a way to combine my desire to create a sense of visibility around my family and my brothers that was feeling absent at that time. Let me help you with your ringtone.
And
that might be
that's one determined down.
record it.
We have to record it. Go in the settings and see how you do that. Trump is our enemy. He must be removed. Trump is our enemy. He must be removed just like a can of garbage in the alley. He must be removed. Yeah.
Okay, now we gotta test it out, but I think I did it. Okay.
Then you call me. Let's see if this works.
So anytime the phone rings, that's not what it does. So I came back to Yale and was like, I'm gonna paint my black men. I'm gonna do this thing about my family, basically.
Feldman.
9 times out of 10 people think that I'm a man before they like meet me, even though like, yeah, because my name's Jordan and I'm painting men. So like even at my own openings, the number of times that I hear my mother like across the room being like, she's over there. And I'm like, Mom, like it's okay. And I think a lot of that has to do with historical painting and the notion of who has the right to depict what bodies at what scale. And I like that. I feel really present in this work as a result. Like whenever there have been some criticisms that I only paint men, and every time people say women are absent or people are like, when are you gonna paint women? I'm like, I don't know if I feel absence because I'm very much a part of this work and it's translated through my experience. So these nudes happened, which was horrifying. And I got a lot of criticism sort of during that time around it because I was making some pretty intentional and dramatic moves, such as like not showing the genitalia, which was like always a thing. But I was really interested in humanizing in a history that is often criminalized and sexualized. So I didn't want the black male body to be taken advantage of any more than it historically it has been. So that was like a gesture of not allowing people to have what they felt like they deserved from the body.
To consume the body.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, of course. Thank you, guys. Best of luck to you as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. There was some conversation about my paintings being surrogates for my brother. And it was when that conversation came up that I first was like, oh, you're maybe right. Like maybe I need to go to the source of all of this. Maybe it's time for me to actually paint my twin.
1, 2, 3.
Turn up! The fact that y'all are all dancing to this song like it's like I've never heard this song before. Let's get the hottest rappers around right now. Liachi. I feel like I'm doing like a belly dance. Yeah.
That's such a, you have such like an emotional connection to like the moments when you decide to photograph. Like with the twins, like all of a sudden they're like lifted in a way that's like, I don't know how to.
Well, that wasn't
like
an
to do is,
intentional
like,
photograph. Like I was photographing Charles, the fur guy, and this woman pushed her babies in front of my camera and was like, photograph my babies. No, literally. And I was like, what? Okay. And I took one shot. Like it was literally like click, and I was like, oh, they're so cute. Are they twins? And she was like, yeah, they are. And then just like ran off.
Wow.
Did you tell her you're twin?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm a twin too, so maybe I like noticed that or something. And she was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then she kind of like ran off.
And have you found his
No, I have no idea.
When we were really young, we were really, really close. And then we went to high school, and we went from this all-white private middle school from 1st to 8th grade, where we were the only 2 black kids basically in the whole school. And we transferred in high school to our local public high school. And both of us experienced some bullying, I think, because we were coming from a different background than a lot of the other students.
It's like I'm like setting it down though.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah. Well, here, maybe
like,
sit in front of it.
like
Then I
this.
can do a close-up of y'all sitting in front of it.
All right,
Would that be
yeah,
cool?
let's do that.
The way that I dealt with that was I made cookie cutter peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and I would sit outside of like my favorite teacher's classroom on the floor during lunch and like eat my cookie cutter sandwiches. But my twin, on the other hand, was bullied more physically. I think he literally had to like become tougher. And a lot of that had to do with societal expectations. I only feel like I just like in at least a public sense, I get really conscious. His story is not mine to tell. And I can only speak from the perspective of his sister and somebody who's seen him as this really funny, sensitive, charismatic, loving young man, and recognizing that the world perceives him differently. And as a result, like this work, I think really comes from my desire to share what I have known with the world.